Junk Journal Chapter 2. We'll be sewing in our signature and looking at all the different types of ephemera that you can add to our journal. Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. If you missed the first video, I will put it in the end screen at the end of this video. And I've also made a playlist so that all of these videos will be in one place. We've already constructed our little journal, and now it's time that I need to sew it all together. I love using this little technique. I call it my cheat sheet. It's a strip of scrap that is as long as your journal. It's about 1 inch to 2 inches wide, and you fold it the long way. Then you fold it again, crease it, one more time, crease it well, and when you open it up, place a dot at the intersection of the folds. Now you will know exactly where to place your hole with your awl so you can sew your signature in evenly. Place this little piece right in the spine of your journal, and with your awl, place your holes. Make sure you go completely through. Don't forget to remove it. I want to place dangles on my journal, so I'll be measuring 4 times. That's plenty, but I always like to have too much rather than not enough. A simple pamphlet stitch in through the center hole. One of the other holes, it does not matter which one. Check to make sure that your string is not caught on anything. Go down to the other hole on the opposite end and back through the center hole. I like to even up my twine that I've used to sew my signatures in. Check to make sure it's not caught on anything on the other side, and then tie a double knot. If you're using embroidery thread, you will need to leave your journal open and put a little dollop of wet glue on the knot and make sure it's dry before you close your journal. Embroidery thread over time will loosen up, and then your signature will wobble. Remove your clips and let's check it out. Here's a piece of ephemera we made in yesterday's video. I love how this has come together. I have another piece that I've just folded in half. So right here, the very back little flap, I would like to glue this in place only on the 2 sides. So we're going to have another tuck spot right here in the back. I went ahead and I paper clipped it so that it will hold tight as it dries, and we've got a lovely little tuck spot right there. Now we have already started on our journal topper, so I'll set that aside. I made a cute little fabric flip that will go nicely on one of our pages. I took one of our book pages and I folded over one corner so that it makes a really nice and easy slant pocket. And I have a little tag here I'm going to put together. So our little slant pocket with our tag, we can place it on just about any page. It'll look adorable. Have another little piece of ephemera. I took a book page and I folded over one end to make this pocket. And then I folded over the other end and I turned it back the other way. So now we can have a flip. It'll flip out this way. And then right here we have a tag with another tag with the butterfly holding it in place. And we can pop that right into the side tuck. I could place it on one of these smaller flaps. It'll look gorgeous just about anywhere. Then I made a little fold down that is also a flip. So I took a book page and I folded the two corners in like this and creased it. And then I folded the bottom up about an inch. And after I folded this, then I rolled it over to get this shape right here. And once again, this can go on just about any page. I used some labels and I put some little roses on with some lace. I put a tab on a journaling card, a little bow, a ruffle and some sari silk. You could use something like this for a tuck spot if you'd like. There are two pictures that I pinking sheared around the smaller one, added a little lace on the top of the other. Very simple, but it's really quite cute. Just a basic little picture that I put a flip on it, so you can flip it out and journal on it. This would be really great for a smaller little piece like this. And then you glue it down and you can flip it out. Or you could place it this way and you could flip it out this way. You could even place it on one of these little tabs. I took a pre-made tag and I added a label and just some sari silk and a paper flower. So there's so many things that you can do and make ephemera out of just pictures. I got my embossing machine out and I just had so much fun embossing different types of paper. I even embossed an envelope. We can use this type of thing in a pocket or a belly band. You could put a tab on the edge. Don't even have to put any fussy cuts on the front. You could take your ink and you can highlight the raised embossing part. And the picture just comes to life. If you have an embossing machine, this really adds a lot. Using them for tags, or you could use them for pockets. This one would be beautiful right here. Here's a little tag that I added a wax seal and popped a hole in the wax seal and added some paper flowers. I took a punch and I punched it out and used it as a tab. I fussy cut a flower and added it to this piece of ephemera. I took this label and added some lace at the top, some sari silk, and a flat back pearl. I took a replica of a vintage letter. I folded it. I had already coffee dyed it. I folded it up and I placed it in my embossing folder and ran it through my machine. You'll need quite a few pieces of ephemera. Taking your pieces of ephemera that you've already lightly decorated makes it so easy to go back through and add them to your journal. This one would make a lovely pocket that you can then add one of your tags to. I'll be working on getting the ephemera placed into the journal. And in tomorrow's video, we'll be adding beads to our dangles down below our journal. We'll be adding laces and ruffles on the edge, whether it's paper ruffles, sari silk ruffles, pre-made lace ruffles, and then I'd like to make some journal jewelry. Yes, you heard me. We're going to make some journal jewelry too. Then we are going to have to talk about what kind of closure. Remember, I spoke about it earlier in the first video. My thought is to add the closure underneath my topper. I'm still thinking that might be the best thing to do. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.